Hello everyone and welcome back. With 4.1.1 on the horizon and in Wave 1 PTU, there have been some apparently like additions and changes made to Wikelo, possibly maybe some changes to the rewards you can get. And I wanted to go check those out in this video. So today we are going to go take a look at that, see if we can maybe get a couple of the quests done, see if the requirements have changed, and see what all is different with that. So if you want to see whatever's new with Wikelo and with anything in regards to him, and feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So first what we're going to need to do is I need to do the intro mission for him again. I have to recopy my account. So let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, it looks like the requirements have been changed a little bit for this intro mission. So there was like a Pips Q66 soda and a burrito you got for him before. And then the 3 Tundra Copian horns. So you still have the 3 Copian horns. But now he wants a Snaggle Stick Smoke Daddy. And get him a Get Up Coffee. Okay, so we got some new little food items we need to find for him. So I don't think those are going to be at the burrito bar here. So probably going to need to go hunt around. Let me go see. I think Everest has a food court. Let's go see if it does and see if we can look around and find these things. There we go. Standing in front of the food court sign, we have a giant mass of NPCs. Don't know what they're doing. Let's go to the food court and see if we can find what we need. So we need Snaggle Stick, Smoke Daddy, and a Get Up Coffee Milk. Okay, so I guess we'll just look around and see if we can find it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So we got a Get Up Coffee Black, Get Up Coffee Decaf, and a Get Up Coffee Milk. So we'll go ahead and buy one of those. Okay, so we got one of the things, and that is here at this Elroy's shop. Now let's see if we can find this Smoke Daddy's thing. Well, I checked out every food store here, and I was not able to find the Snaggle Stick. So possibly what we'll need to do, let me try and look up, and maybe I can find out where they're sold, or you can find them. I'm sure you can like loot them from places. I know at the Hathor facilities, a lot of the time in the small little loot boxes, a lot of the time you'll find a lot of those little snack sticks. So we may just need to hop over to one of those, and possibly we could find one there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so I just Googled the Snaggle Stick Smoke Daddy thing, and then on the wiki, the Star Citizen wiki, there's like a item finder thing, the Cornerstone Universal Item Finder. So according to that, it's showing that there are 4 places that you can buy this Snaggle Stick. So it's going to be the Kelto store at Cloudview Center on Orison. You can also get it at Cousin Crow's at Orison, as well as the Crusader Discovery Center and the Crusader Towers at Orison, and then the final place is going to be at New Babbage in the spaceport at the Novelty Kiosk. So there's not that many places you could buy it at. I think because we need to go over to Microtech anyways to get some Tundra Copian horns, I'll probably go buy it at New Babbage. But like, again, I'm sure you'll probably will be able to loot it from places as well. But yeah, just for the sake of that, just so you're aware, that is where you can buy this specific snack bar. So let's go ahead and go get that and our Tundra Copian horns. So here we are in New Babbage. In my last video, I noticed when I left my hangar at Everest Harbor and switched servers and I came back, my F7 had persisted in the hangar, which hadn't been happening for the last while. You'd like leave the hangar and the ship just gets stored automatically. So I wanted to see, we're going to leave this here while we go into the spaceport to go try and buy our little snack bar. We'll see if it persists. Alright, I assume it's going to be right around here. There we are. Snaggle Stick, Smoke Daddy. There we go. Okay, we have our snack stick. Now let's go check real quick if our hornet persisted, and then we're going to go grab some Tundra Copian horns. Alright, looks like the hornet did not persist this time, so maybe that's a little bit hit or miss on if that's working still, so I'm hoping they can get that fixed soon though, because it's kind of annoying to keep having to pull the ship up, or then it gets stuck in the floor and then explodes. It's really annoying. So anyways, now let's go grab some Copian horns. Alright, found by Tundra Copian. I just went to SMO 18 because it seems like the Tundra Copian usually spawn, it's like near where the snow turns to the forest. But yeah, so I just came down here, flew right down, and look at that. There's a group of Tundercopian. So let's go grab some horns real quick. Alright, we've got our Copian horns. Let's go ahead and turn this stuff in and go check out the Emporium. Alrighty, let's get landed in here, turn our stuff in, and see what we get, and if there's anything new. Oh, well that's interesting. The door into the Emporium is closed again. I wonder if that's intentional or a mistake, possibly? So, it's interesting. Maybe I can try glitching in. See if maybe it's because they're changing some things in there. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and let's deposit our items. Guess I keep one of those. Let's go turn this in. I want to say that the decorations inside the freight elevator are new. Oh yeah, this is 100% new. It's like a unique pattern to the floor here on the freight elevator. Which is very interesting because I think right now, from what I remember, it's just like a default freight elevator on the inside. But this looks really nice. Nice unique themed Wikelo freight elevator. Let's go ahead and bring our items up. And we'll turn this in. Okay, let's see. I'm assuming the little... I think he gives you like a little reward of like a shirt or something. No, he did. Okay, so we got a Red Alert Demco LMG and some magazines for it. So, little reward. And let's go ahead. Let me take a look at these little hologram things. Oh, whoa. Yeah, these are definitely different. Okay, let's start with this one. So, we have a ship surprise, which is 20 Wikelo favors, which at least, to my knowledge as of right now, is 50 Karenite per favor. Oh, I have a retrieve prompt. Retriever mission failed. Interesting. So maybe there's a prompt where even for just the small rewards, you can retrieve them at the elevator. I guess that's not that big of a deal because I can just go to the item kiosk and get them. Anyways, so yeah, at least as of to my knowledge right now, it's 50 Karenite per Wikelo favor, unless that's changed. We'll take a look in a minute. Which is interesting. For the ship surprise, it's that. And then for the big ship surprise, it only shows 1 Wikelo favor, but 50 Karenite. So that makes me think that the material that you trade for Wikelo favors has changed. So we're going to have to look at that in a minute. We have Super Ship Surprise, which looks like this has had more requirements added. So we have 50 Wikelo favors, 10 Karenite, 15 Jackalum, 20 Saldinium, and 30 Ace Interceptor helmets. Now, I believe what these are is on some of the new patrol and ambush missions, there's like a chance for an Ace pilot to spawn. So I think what you'd have to do is soft death him and then get out of your ship and go loot the body of the pilot and take the helmet. That's probably what that would be. I don't know what the chance, like a number, is for the chances of that Ace pilot spawning, so we'll have to do a little bit more testing. I haven't done a ton of the new space combat missions yet, but I'm probably going to be running a lot of those in the next couple of days, so we'll get a pretty good feel of how often that guy shows up. So let's go over to this side and see what we got over here. Okay, so here we have need mining things, clever things to trade. Give 5 Sabir mining gadgets. Those are pretty often found at the Hathor locations, and that gives you a hangar surprise. So maybe like a hangar decoration of some sort, maybe some of like the subscriber gear, you can get that, that's for your hangar. That'd be cool. So that's like a pretty easy one that you could do, but you get a nice little surprise out of it. And what do we have here? We have a weapon surprise, which is 10 Karenite and 20 Jackalum. I think that one is the same from what I remember. Maybe it has a little bit different name for the contract itself, but I think that's one that already exists. Let's go ahead and let's check in the contracts, see if we have anything new here. Okay, there's 25 contracts, so I think we definitely do. So get ready. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. Holy... okay. Let's start from the top and go down. So, first one, trade for useful ship parts. Interesting. So maybe this may be an alternative way to obtain the really good components that normally you can only get in contested zones or the executive hangar. You can trade with Wikelo instead for them. So that'll be very interesting. So we have, for this one, bring one Panther repeater and 3 Ace interceptor helmets. Okay. Want super useful ship parts. We have, he wants 10 interceptor helmets, 1 Wikelo favor, and 3 Panther repeaters. Okay. Make gun Sandy. Wikelo can make new Volt gun look like sand mount. Very sneaky in desert. Okay, so like a desert camo skin on the Volt rifle. Interesting. So for that, he needs bring 1 of item. I think that would be that's going to be the rifle, I assume. And then he needs 1 Wikelo favor, 1 Ace interceptor helmet, and he needs 15 of at commodities Valakar Fang Juvenile. Ooh. So right now, the Juvenile Valakars at the Hathor locations, they don't have any lootables, but it looks like they're going to be having lootables added, so you can loot the fangs off of them, and that's going to be a commodity you can use to trade for this specific gun with Wikelo, so that's very interesting. What's this? Look at desert, but don't see you. Oh, is this like a ghillie suit or something? Let's see. You in hot desert doing things. Need to be sneaky. Don't want seen. Understand. Wikelo give you armor that make you sneaky in sand. Okay, cool. So for that, he needs 1 Wikelo favor, 1 Ace interceptor helmet, and 15 of that Valakar Fang. I assume this is going to be similar with right now how you can get the special Antium armor from him. It only gives you 1 piece of it, and it's sort of a gamble as to what piece, like the helmet, legs, torso, or arms it gives you. So I'm assuming that's probably what this will be as well. But that seems like a pretty interesting thing. So you have to see if that camo actually works well. Next we have Volt Gun, more Navy-like. Wikelo hearing about new energy weapon by Volt Suli. If you want, Wikelo can make a gun look better. If found in storm, it shoots storm. But Wikelo make it better for people who like human navy. What? If found in storm, it shoots storm. I don't know. I mean, it shoots lightning. Maybe that's what he means. So for that, we're going to need 1 of the items. So that's 1 of the Volt rifles, I assume. 1 Wikelo favor, 1 Ace interceptor helmet, and bring 1 UEE 6th platoon medal damaged. Interesting. I don't know where you get that. That's probably a new thing that we're going to be getting. I know there's supposed to be some new scripts, and thinking of that, that's on the next contract. Let's look at that. New scripts that are supposed to be some new form of currency. So this next one is trade merc script for favors. Okay, so maybe this is how we get favors now. Wikelo has another way to get favors. Okay, so maybe you can do it with Karenite or this. If so, that's going to be really nice, I think. Make it a lot easier. Your mercenary Suli has scrip metal, used like favors, but made a very interesting metal that Wikelo need for a new project. Okay, so you need 50 of MG scrip. Mercenary Guild, I believe is what that would be. And you can turn that into a Wikelo favor. Okay? I haven't seen anything yet on how we actually obtain the favors. Maybe it's a potential reward or loot we can find with the new space combat missions. Maybe they're in like cargo boxes or something. I don't know. What else we got? Make Navy space armor. Know your humans like your Navy. Wikelo understand. Very big ships. Powerful too. Wikelo can give armor set that look like Navy color. Very easy to make. See what Wikelo need, get and bring there, okay? So he needs 1 Wikelo favor, 1 Ace interceptor helmet, and 1 UNE unification war medal damage. Okay, so some other new little item. I'm not sure where you find that, but some other new thing that you can trade with him to get some special Navy armor, I guess. Okay, let's see. Next we have another trade for very useful ship parts. Which is, it's slightly different than the other one. The other one is want super useful ship parts. This one's just ever so slightly different. So this is, he wants 5 Ace interceptor helmets and 2 Panther repeaters. It says if you have bigger things that you not want, Wikelo happy to trade for very useful ship parts that I get. Very, very good components ready to go. Okay. We have someone that's titled uninitialized. It's probably just, title's not there, right? Hello, you walk in woods but not want people to know? Wikelo have armor for you. Ooh, so a new forest camo sort of armor set. So that's going to be 1 Wikelo favor, 1 Ace Interceptor helmet, and 14 Grassland Quasi-Grazer eggs. Okay, so that's a reason to loot the Quasi-Grazers now, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see what that ends up being. And then we have Zappy Gun, more wood-like. So this is probably going to be like a forest camo on the Volt Rifle. That's what it looks like from the description. He needs one of that, one of the Volt Rifles, a Wikelo favor, an Ace Interceptor helmet, and 5 Grassland Quasi-Grazer eggs. Okay. He has his very hungry, of course. That's just, he just wants food. And let's see. Need mining things, clever things to trade. Hello, I am in need of mining tech. Okay, so that's the Sabir mining gadgets one. Okay. Then we have trade council scripts for favors. Okay, so this is the council is I believe they're like the criminal kind of organization. So they're, you know, on the illegal side of things. So it looks like you can also get council scripts, and those may be able to be traded for things here. Or you can trade those for favors as well. So it's the same thing as the Mercenary Guild scripts. He needs 50 of them for a favor. And then he still has the fun military skull gun. Looks like everything is the same for that. The tooth gun, want big ship but not too big. So that's this does have different requirements, I believe. So this is 30 Wikelo favors and 50 Karadite. So let's see really quick. Do we have... I don't see any option to trade Karadite for favors. So I think it's going to be those new scripts, either the Mercenary Guild or the Council, to trade those. And that's how you're going to get Wikelo favors with the next patch. So I haven't seen anywhere again how we get the scripts yet. I don't even know if they've been added. So once we do find out on that, I'll make sure to let y'all know and get some testing in on that. So I'm just hoping it's a little bit easier to get it as like a solo player than having to fight a whole giant org and stuff like that. Because I understand that it's quite a problem for solo players with the mining event right now. Making it's very difficult to get any reasonable amount of Karadite. So looks like we still have the Polaris contract as well, which is interesting because it does say now make Polaris short time deal. So it makes me think maybe at some point this will go away. We'll have to see. Although it looks like they have added... Let's see. These armors, I can't remember. These armors might be different. It might be some new armor. And it looks like they've also added you need a Tavaran War Service marker. I don't remember that being there. And you also need 10 of the Ace Interceptor helmets. So they have adjusted the requirements a little bit for it. So that'll make it a little bit more difficult to get it if you're trying to go for that special Polaris. And then for the very, very nice ship for trade, we looked at that earlier, so there's a bunch of new requirements for that. And then the have good ships for trade is just 20 favors. So very interesting changes to the potential trades you can do with Wikelo. I'm really looking forward to trying some of those. In my next video, I'm gonna try and go get a bunch of materials to do some of probably the component contracts and maybe one of the armor ones or two, and see if we can take a look at those new armors and see what possible components we can get from that. Next, I just want to see real quick if I could possibly glitch back into the Emporium and see if there's any noticeable changes back there. So I tried to get through the door and then I accidentally glitched myself under the map, so had to go back to menu. So I think we'll probably just try to go in there another day. I think it's probably actually closed on purpose because if they're changing some of the offerings of the armor and the guns, they have to, you know, move that sort of stuff around. So we'll probably see that open back up in the next couple of days here, I would imagine. And then I can go in and show you all that, all the new changes and stuff that we might see in the Emporium. But yeah, that is going to do it for now. I'm very, very intrigued by these new trades that you can do with Wikelo. Looking forward to finding out how we can obtain the new mercenary and council scripts. I assume it's going to have some tie to the space combat missions, but we'll have to see. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think about these new Wikelo changes. Are you going to try and grind for the Polaris in 4.1.1 or any of the other ship trades as well? And just let me know what your thoughts are. And until next time, I will see you in the verse.